But yeah, let's start looking at these cards because like they're pretty much forcing archetypes. From what I can tell, they're really trying to force archetypes with this expansion. And it's like these are kind of archetypes that have been explored before. How strong some of these archetypes are going to be, like for example, hand buff and warrior, because we also need to keep in mind this could be really good in Hunter. Hunter has access to these cards. And we're gonna have to remind ourselves this, because one thing in particular that I'm looking at with this card, you could potentially do something in Hunter with the Naga card. With the 5 mana 5/5 that reduces its cost. And this card is actually going to be like kind of a big deal, I believe, in Hunter. So it costs 1 less for each spell that you've cast while holding this. If you just play a bunch of the 1 mana buffs and you're buffing this in hand, you know, that's really good. And not to mention, you also have all you can eat. All you can eat can go in Hunter. Think about that. Amalgam Hunter might be a legitimate actual deck because of this card. And there might be a way to make the new Amalgam card just like super broken. I'm not really sure the way of doing it, but 1 mana lose absolute tempo. What? I mean, you're not gonna play this on turn 1 unless you have another 1-drop though. Or unless you're setting up a better 2-drop turn. Like, yeah, you sacrifice initiative, but this is an investment card. It's supposed to do that. Like, yeah, you lose tempo, but you're supposed to have like a big taunt. When do I play it? You play it when you're trying to set up something. It depends on what you're setting up and how quickly you're setting it up. But you can't just dismiss this card because you're like, oh, it's a tempo loss. What if they're like, what if you hit Zilliax? What if you have a Zilliax that has lifesteal? You know, like it's a bad example, but it's a way of utilizing it. The Concierge card is very good with the 1 mana drinks. Okay, so we got Char, deal 7 to a minion, give equal give a minion in your hand stats equal to the excess damage. This is just I feel like this is kind of underwhelming. It's a cool effect, and it's an interesting, you know, 4 mana deal 7 with a potential upside. But I feel like this is going to be really hard to utilize because if you have a lot of minions in hand, it's going to be kind of hard to line that up. Line Cook, I feel like, is good. This is an example of a tradable taunt card that actually is really effective. I love this kind of ability, honestly. And since you have, like, you know, ways of buffing it in hand, if you buff it and then trade it, and then you draw it again, you get a better version of it. Now, that is kind of slow. But isn't there a way for Warrior to draw taunts? Add a taunt, add a taunt. Here we go, Quality Assurance. Bam. That's how you make that work. And this is actually really good with a tradable card, because then you'll always get extra copies. So that's not a terrible idea to potentially make this archetype work. Is it going to be too slow? We'd have to build it to figure out. All you can eat. This card's insane. This card is just nuts. It's literally a draw 3 for 3 mana. Granted, you probably don't want to play this on turn 3. But I mean, hell, dude, even if you do this on turn 4 and then play a 1-drop, that's a good move. Infinite Warrior. Keeps all enchantments. The buff card, yeah, the Amalgam card. That card is really going to change how we're going to build this deck, I'm for sure. Like, Amalgam, I feel like, is going to be the good card of this set. And it's also a tutor draw 3. Hearthstone is very comfortable printing tutor cards, and I feel like they're getting way too comfortable with tutor cards. Tutor card, like name a deck. Name a deck. It's problematic because it's got a tutor card in it. Instrument Tech is a great example. Although these decks that are so dependent on drawing their weapons, you know. Is there a minion that gives a minion taunt? They're sparring partner and warrior. Defender of Argus, Sun Fury Protector. I think out of all of those cards, only Defender of Argus is legal. So technically you could run this, but yeah, unfortunately I don't really think there's that many ways of giving minions taunt. There's Mark in the Wild, but yeah, that's about it. Okay, Undercooked Calamari. It's Stampeding Kodo, but cheaper and way better. It's infinitely better, honestly. But yeah, this card is gonna be interesting to utilize the hand buff mechanic to where you actually want to like destroy minions. You can build up your own tempo while removing your opponents. This card has to be good if you're playing a Menagerie deck, I feel like. Easy beast to slot in. I'm not really sure what other beasts you really want. I don't know, I like it. I'm not sure how strong it is, though. Okay, this card is really hard to rate. This card feels... I want to say it's too slow. I want to say that it's too slow. But then chat's going to remind me that Chemical Spill exists. So, like, if there's a way to buff this card up a bunch and then you can Chemical Spill it, maybe. This card feels cheesy. It's raw. I mean, hey, man. Raw Monster is pretty good. At least I'm not sure what they do to Monster. Maybe raw Monsters actually would kill me, but... but regardless, like, this card just feels like... It just feels super slow, man. The tradable cards keep their enchantments, and also the Druid cards. Yeah, the enchantments are really important for that tradable mechanic deck. With the Gilly buff, it's 2 8/12s on turn 9. Wait, what's Gilly? That's the Taurus card, right? Oh, okay, all right. Well, this means that Hunter could utilize it. But does Hunter want to use that kind of elemental? I mean, Therazane stonks just went up now that I think about it. Because imagine playing the Therazane, or Therazane, however it's pronounced. And then this becomes a 6, or it becomes a 12/18. There's also Thunder. Oh, wait, there's Thunderbringer. Oh, big warrior. That's actually huge. Okay, elemental big warrior. So that's actually a really good idea. Yeah, and Food Fight would perfectly go in that deck, in the big warrior. Big Hunter. Oh yeah, and it could also be Hunter too. Oh my god, dude. Oh, this dual deck building is actually going to be insane, man. Draconic Delicacy. This is another card that could go into the deck. Honestly, pulling this out from Food Fight's not even that bad. The biggest issue that I have with a card like this is like dealing 1 damage repeatedly, like a Threads of Despair or something. Yeah, dude, Big Warrior actually might be kind of good. We have Ham the Hungry. So Warrior can play Druid cards. I guess we really can't build the Warrior deck until then. Whoa, what? 3 mana, 1/5 taunt. Death Rattle draw taunt minion reduces cost by 2. Oh my god, they made they power crept Stonehill Defender. Because it almost looks exactly the same. Out of my jungle. But now he's traveling the jungle. Reducing a taunt minion though? Warrior can run this. Warrior can literally run this. Dozing Dragon, 5 mana, 3/5. Dormant for 2 turns. While dormant, summon a 3/5. Whoa, what? I do not understand this obsession that Blizzard has with dormants. But they're really trying to make this good. It's just okay, so it summons 2/3. Like, you know why this is bad? This is bad because literally the 3/4 dragon exists. This is just a way worse Nest Matron. But it's over the couple of turns. This is a bad card, man. Dormant balance itself out, honestly. No, it doesn't, man. Most Dormant cards are trash, and this is just kind of another trash card. Okay, we already saw that one. Hydration Station. 8 mana. Wait, resurrect your 3 highest cost taunt minions? Warrior. Taunt Warrior, dude. Hydronox is back. Oh my god, wait! Dude. Yeah. Therazane would be so gross. Like. Unkills the axe? Nah, man. Think outside the box. Think outside the box, man. Therazane. Oh my god. Wait a minute, mate. Therazane. There might be something with elementals now. Thunderbringer. The issue with Thunderbringer, though, is that you need to have a lot of elementals and beasts in your deck in order to bring it back a bunch of times, become worth it. Augmented Elec is kind of interesting. We also have the Whale. Oh my god, wait a minute, you can bring back the Whale. That's a 420 minion. That's 840 in stats. And we're not even thinking about the third minion. Is it different minions? It's not even different minions, dude! Oh my god, wait a minute, this is disgusting with Unkillsiax. No! No, because it'll come back. Oh, no. It's just gonna be Inventor Boom nonsense. No. Oh, that's what's gonna happen. Okay, I will say, though, this card, if it isn't just used in Warrior to bring back a bunch of Unkillsiaxes, you hate Inventor Boom so much? No, you hate Unkillsiax. That's the problem card. Freaking board full of Zilliax. Yep, a bunch of Zillieyes. Zillieyes. Zilliaxi? Is that Zilliaxi? Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. I don't know how this is gonna break the game, but it will. It's a nature card. You could discover it randomly. Mana banking, yeah. Oh my god, wait! Warrior can use the... Dude. Dude. Bro. Well, that's a fucking post. Oh my god, Ramp Warrior in 2024. I actually can't believe this. This changes, dude. The lines. I see so many lines. You can literally turn 2, play Trail Mix, and then on turn 3, you have 5 mana. You can play Chemical Spill and bring out a big minion from your hand. And there's even like a potential for like double Trail Mix into weapon. Like this card is actually ridiculous. This is going to enable so many big Warrior and big Druid scams. Druid was already scamming you, and now it just has the gas. Also, there's a little Reese's cup right there, if you couldn't tell. Good lord, this card is so good. Like, it's unbelievable how good this card is. This card is probably gonna, like, they're gonna have to, how would even nerf it? Make it 3 mana? I mean, even then, man. Imagine the setup. Dude, I already told you the setup. And that's already one setup. You could do Chemical Spell on 5. You could play any 5-drop on 3. You could play like 2 of these and play like a weapon. Or you could do this on like turn 5 and then coin it to a weapon. Like, this is so huge. With all of the cards that they print for Warrior to like kind of like cheat mana, in terms of like bringing out like a big card, this is huge. I mean, fuck me, man. You can literally double Trail Mix on turn 3 if you have the coin, and then you can play an 8-drop, and you can just throw out a Thunderbringer. Like, that's already, like, that's 3 examples I've given. Now, granted, they're kind of like, you know, perfect situations, but like, that's kind of what this is enabling. This is enabling some ridiculous cheese. Literally cheesing out the cheese. Dude, Warrior looks fucking so cool right now. Big Warrior looking really good right now. Call me crazy, but it's looking pretty good.